football. It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT. I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, let's get this early Las Vegas morning started off right. Let's get it off on the right foot today because we've got a long, busy, tough, arduous day ahead of us covering boxing, you know, from the Ryan Garcia Tank fight to some other stuff with Devin Haney later on in the day, so stay tuned for that here on True School Sports. But I wanted to give my take on Zhilei and something Eddie Hearn said about him, because he was talking to the media. He was, for lack of a better term, he was flapping his gums, and he had a lot to say about Zhilei and Joe Joyce, but more specifically Joe Joyce, in regards to Zhilei and Anthony Joshua, that I kind of wanted to touch on and get my little 2 cents on. But here's what Eddie Hearn said verbatim, word for word, about Zhilei, how he fought the Joyce fight and how he would do in a potential matchup against someone like Anthony Joshua, who we obviously know Eddie Hearn promotes. He stated the following, and I quote, "If Zhilei is doing that to him, Usyk would have absolutely peppered Joyce. The reality is Joe Joyce is not an elite heavyweight, and you can talk about, oh, he'd steamroll Anthony Joshua. Do you know the speed of AJ compared to Zhang? AJ would ping him absolutely everywhere. Joe has a massive decision now, because if he doesn't rematch Zhang, he should retire from the sport of boxing," end quote. So there you have it. So Eddie Hearn letting his thoughts be known. And listen, man, this is how boxing is. Boxing, the narratives for a fighter and their career can change in a fight. You know, before this fight happened, Joe Joyce had a legitimate claim to probably be the best heavyweight in the world outside of Usyk and Fury, just based on who he's beating, how he's beating them, being the fact that he had 14 knockouts in 15 fights. He's shown a lot of consistency in his career to this point. So now that he's lost, now people are saying he should retire. He's no good. Now look, he is up there. He is old. I'm not saying that that's not realistic. It is very realistic. He's up there. He's been boxing for a long time. And Zhang did beat the brakes off of him. But why I got a problem with Eddie Hearn's statement and why I disagree highly, and because let's be real. Let's just be honest. We know he's not going to match Anthony Joshua up with Zhilei after that fight. No way, no how. He's not doing that fight. I wasn't one of the many boxing media that was criticizing Anthony Joshua, because I feel like, you know, Derek James has some things that he's trying to implement, some philosophies and some newer things that Anthony Joshua needs to really remain a top level heavyweight and challenge the likes of, you know, Fury and even Wilder, if he used to fight him later in the year, and beat these guys, you know, to get over the hump in these big fights. And, you know, he didn't look the greatest he ever looked against Jermaine Franklin, but I saw a more matured fighter. I saw a guy that, you know, you could see that there were ideas with him, right? So as far as this is my thing. If he's going to be out here talking about what AJ could do, should do, and would do to Anthony Joshua, or what Anthony Joshua do to Zhang, I should say, then make the damn fight happen. Like, make the fight happen. Don't be out here talking trash, talking nonsense, because like, there's money in fighting. This isn't like Filip Hrgovic, where you can hide behind, he's from a small country and he doesn't have big TV money behind him, and the risk isn't worth the reward. No, listen, right now, because Zhang won and he's a heavyweight from China who's a legitimate contender in the division, in a sense, like, he kind of has the golden ticket to anybody who wants to fight him in the division. Like, he's not a champion, he doesn't have any belts, but there's real value in fighting a guy like Zhang, because, you know, anybody who knows anything about world and global economics knows that China is like the second biggest economy in the world. It's pretty damn. They have money in China. They have money to blow. Okay, they have money to spend. The Chinese government has actually in the past put up money for purse bids for Wilder and Fury in the past. So they've been waiting for, you know, Zhilei to really come out here and to get his breakthrough win. And now that he's got it, money will not be an issue if Anthony Joshua fights Zhang, because for one, Anthony Joshua generates money on his own, by his lonesome, fighting whoever. And if you pair that up with Zhang, you're talking about the UK, you're talking about China, you're talking about a lot of freaking people that will watch that fight. So my thing is, if you want to see how Anthony Joshua would do with someone who can punch extremely hard like a Zhang, then you need to make the fight with Zhang, because while Zhang is a big, 6'8", big unit of a man, he's someone that we didn't see it in the last fight with Joyce, because Joyce wasn't able to really press him and get him past the 6th round. But we know that Zhang Zhilei's gas tank isn't the best out there, and it could be exploited. And it would be the perfect fight for Anthony Joshua to have some danger thrown at him, and to learn and really implement and really show what he could do in the gym, what Derek James is teaching him, because Zhang Zhilei is an intelligent fighter. He's got an Olympic silver medalist for a reason. He knows how to set up that left hand. He knows how to hook off of the left hand, which makes him even more dangerous, hook off the jab, which makes him even more dangerous. And we know Anthony Joshua's punch resistance hasn't always been, he's not exactly George Chuvalo or Danny Garcia or Gennady Golovkin when it comes to his chin. So I think this would be a very interesting fight. I think it's a very easy fight to make. I don't think Zhang is signed to any promoter. He was signed to Matchroom at one point. I don't think he is anymore. So if Top Rank, didn't have options on him when he beat Joe Joyce or whatnot, or Frank Warren or whatever, if they didn't have options on him, meaning that, for those that don't know what options are, options basically meaning that if a fighter who is the B-side fighter fights the fighter who is the A-side fighter, what happens sometimes is the promoter will put what they call options in the contract, meaning that if the B-side fighter who isn't signed to the A-side fighter's promoter beats the A-side fighter, then it's already in the contract that if they win, their next 1 or 2 fights are with said promoter, and that's agreed upon before the fight takes place. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not sure if that's a thing with Zhang, but if it's not and he's a free agent, this is a fight that Eddie Hearn needs to actually go ahead and look to make, because if you believe in your man like that and you're talking like this, then it should be no problem, right? Because at the end of the day, Zhang's old, right? Zhang Zhilei is slow, right? Anthony Joshua beat him in the Olympics, right? So listen, you got everything going on your side. Make the damn fight happen. So that's what it is. I'm gonna leave it at that. You guys let me know what you think. You guys think Anthony Joshua beat Zhang? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm very intrigued to hear how you guys feel about that style matchup, because I could see him beating Zhang if he doesn't get hurt in the early rounds. But man, when Zhang's putting 280 plus pounds of leverage behind his shots and pinpoint accuracy out of the southpaw stance, that's hard for any heavyweight in the world to deal with. So good luck to him, and may God be with him. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe, and like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.
Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.